Hi there everybody, it's Verity here from inkybutterfly.wordpress.com. Thank you for joining me again today, and today we're going to use Beauty Abounds as our bless me, every time I press that record button I sneeze. Excuse me. Hi. Beauty Abounds. We're going to build up a little bit of a background to frame a happy birthday sentiment, which I am actually taking from the Zany Zebras stamp set. So none of the little zebras, just the sentiment today, and build up a background with this. The colours I have chosen to use are Blushing Bride, So Saffron and Mint Macaron. So nice soft muted colours. Just realised I haven't got my chamois out, so I'm just doing that and just giving it a bit of a spritz so that it's ready to go. So that's what we're doing today. It's a little bit impromptu. I haven't already done my card, but I've got an idea of where I want to go. And so what I've got here is one of my card layers. I've taped it down with some washi tape, so I get a bit of a void in the middle. And I'm going to just do a little bit of inking with a brush, blending brush. This is sort of one of those makeup brushes that seems to be popular at the moment for doing ink blending techniques, and I thought I'd give them a whirl. These were just ones I picked up from, you know, the magic superstore that is Amazon.com. Of course you can get them from wherever. So that's the So Saffron. I'm just going to leave the ink pad for a moment, and then I'm going to come in with my Mint Macaron. So I'm just dabbing it in the ink, but I'm taking off the first portion of it. I just want a really nice soft, and it will look like hardly anything right now. But you'd be surprised how much ink is on there once you remove that washi tape. Oops. I thought I'd actually stuck my finger in that then, but it's fine. Okay, so I should end up with that sort of soft background blending with a white spot in the middle. Just going to just make sure there's no residual ink on there. And then we're going to bring in these sort of bouquet dots that are in that Beauty Abounds stamp set, which is one of the main reasons I got the stamp set in the first place actually. It was those dots which I really liked. So let's just build this up then with some of these dots, and they have this sort of natural shading to them, like a, you know, bit of a distinctive sort of stamp. I might do a lighter one up there. Maybe some more down here. And there are some smaller ones that I'm going to do in the Mint Mac. Just here and there, turning the stamp as I go, getting different portions of it, and by using the second generation ink you get sort of faded out bubbles as well. I might do another one down here in the green. Okay, might bring in just a bit more yellow. Just top it off first, and I'm just going to bring in some little ones down here. nice little bubbly background. Quite like that. Okay, so far we've used plenty of the green and the yellow, but we haven't used any of the pink yet, and the pink is going to come in with a few of these lovely speckles. Which I'm definitely stamping off before applying. Just having a bit of a think about where I'm putting these things. There we are. And then I'm going to add in these beautiful butterflies. So this one's sort of going like that with its kind of flying away, which I kind of want to go somewhere like there. Don't think I want another big one. I think I'll just go with a couple of the smaller ones, like so. So this whole sort of technique has been inspired by Artful Stamping, Ruth at Artful Stamping. So she does a lot of this sort of building backgrounds, and I think I'm going to leave it like that. I'm quite happy with how that's turned out. It's not a technique that I've done a lot of, so I'm going to carefully, as she says, peel back the, and that's torn, my god, brilliant. So, okay, that's unfortunate. I had hoped I had taken off enough of the tack on that. However, right, what we're going to do is we're going to change the plan slightly. Excuse me. And we can do a couple of things. We can either probably get away with covering it with ribbon, so we might end up doing that, I think, just to cover that up. That'll be fine. So let's cut off. See, it doesn't always go to plan, and that's fine. Only you and I know this. So, sorry, just clearing the deck slightly. So the moral there is make sure your washi tape's got all its tack taken off it, which I thought I had, but evidently not enough. So let's get that into position on the back. Just going to use my seal. This thing doesn't always behave, so just making sure that that's on there. So I'm just going to line that up, make sure it's covering that section that I want it to hide, and then no one will ever know. Okay, so that's what we're going to do there. I'm just going to snip off that excess without chopping my fingers off, preferably. Okay, that's fine. We'll just we'll tack this to a white card base now. Got their eye up. So just white on white, just to I never like stamping directly onto cards really, because it can go wrong, as we've just seen. So, but in this case we were able to save it, so that's good. Just grab my bone folder and give that a score, a crease. Okay, so no one will ever know that that's happened. We're going to need, so I wasn't planning on using extra cardstock, so I just need to grab a scrap of card that I can stamp my sentiment onto. I think that will do. I'm going to use the Blushing Bride, and like I say, we're using the Happy Birthday from the Zany Zebras. Just give that just light tapping on the ink pad, lining that up with the bottom of that piece of card. Okay. And then I can bring in the trimmer and just cut that down to size, because you can see through the runners there. Just trying to judge how far away the border needs to be to match it with the other one. It's about there. Yep. Okay. I think I might just... Shall I leave that long? I might leave that long, you know. Cut it down a little bit. So I'm going to line up my letters with this first thingy, raised bit. Just like that. And of course we've got options now to actually put this on using some dimensional adhesive as well, so that could be good. Okay. Oops. So I'm just going to put a couple of those down. Because we're going across the ribbon, I am going to use the extra one in the middle. Backings come off, and then so I think we're just going to place that partially over the ribbon and partially on the card, and that will mean, so those dimensionals will stick very firmly to the cardstock but not so well to the ribbon, but it'll be enough to hold it in place, like so. And I think what we'll do is we'll take another strip of this. Where's big? There they are. This white ribbon is from the Flowers for Every Season bundle, or suite rather. Of course you can purchase it on its own. Just trying to decide whether I can get away with doing a bow. Let's see whether it'll work. They don't always work for me when I tie them on, like on something. I can do as many as you like, floating in the air, not attached to anything. Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. And then you have to fuss with it until it sits right. I don't mind it's on its side actually. So just getting those loops as even as I can. would look better the other way, wouldn't it? It would look better the other way, wouldn't it? How did I do that? So how did I do that one? I did that one first, so if I do that and then that, it should end up the other way, right? She says. Oh, yeah. I don't think I ever do these kind of bows right the first time. I don't know whether there is a way to get it to sit the other way, as in, you know, up and down kind of thing. So that looks better, doesn't it? There we go. Oh, cool. I just think that loop's slightly bigger than that loop, so it's just another yank. Oh, I tell you what, you can fuss and faff with bows so much. Just drives you potty. There we go, right. That will do. Let's snip off these bits at an angle. And just a couple of gems, I think we'll finish that off just nicely. And I think we'll use the champagne ones to tie in the pink a little bit. So I'm just going to go for my rule of threes here. Oops, that one didn't want to go on, did it? That one there. And another one just here. Just to frame it all off. Okay, right. So that was me doing a bit of blending and background stamping and rescuing a little bit of a boo-boo. Okay. I think that's okay. What do you think? Love to know what you think. I'll say it doesn't always go right the first time, but actually I think we've ended up with a really nice card. Okay, I think I'd be quite happy to send that on to somebody, and in fact it may well be going to somebody very soon. Okay, that's brilliant. Thank you very much for joining me. All the products that I've used today will be listed in the corresponding blog post. There will be links in the description bar, along with links to my shop and information on joining Stampin' Up should you wish to. Thanks for sticking with me, and I will see you again later on in the week. Take care everybody, stay safe, bye.